Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Waterloo, home of the Pirates. And the site for today's sectional semifinal. Justin's got a great shot there of Neon Night. I was over there harassing him a little bit, and I said, nobody texted me. I would have been wearing the neon if they would have texted us because we're there to support. And it's red and black over on the student section there. They brought their pep band here from Cambria. You can tell that this is a playoff environment here, and we're pretty excited here at Jeff's live stream to be able to come here and cover. So we want to thank again all of our sponsors for everything that they've done to help us make this, as well as some major donations that have come in recently, especially to Edward Jones and Richmond Travers. Thank you for the donation that you did. And also thank you to Terry Holtz from Addison Jones, and obviously from my regular sponsors. I'm not overlooking anything that you do for us, but we're pretty excited about getting things rolling here. Joining me here on the broadcast, I've got Justin Schwarzmiller. He's going to run our main camera. Down on the floor, we've got the coach, Dwayne Washnick, and we also have on the floor running one of our other portables is Brianna. She's got a good shot of the student section right there, and nice zoom in there for that picture. And there's our other portable. Coach has got the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers here in this sectional semifinal. I'm going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be back and talk about the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers here from Waterloo High School. We'll be back.
Honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaagsfurniture.com. Verhaags Furniture, Marf. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaag Furniture.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to see that echo that I'm talking about. So that 7-8 is up, so we got to turn that down. Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here at Waterloo. Let's take a look at here. So I did not set my eyes correctly so you can see the information. We'll cover it there. The red is flashing across the screen. Let's take a look here at the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers and how they got here. They were the #1 seed in the seeding here. You can see that they beat Eastbrook Academy 81-31. Then they took on Faith Christian, and they beat Faith Christian 68-38. And then they took on Princeton Green Lake, and they beat, I don't know why I'm struggling to do this. I printed all this stuff off, Jeff, you're an idiot. And then they took on Princeton Green Lake, and they beat them 51-37. One of the things that I noticed in here is how strong the Trailways schools are doing and how well they were doing as part of their run to the state tournament. And we got 2 Trailways teams here, one out of the east and one out of the west, that one of them will be advancing. You can see overall, Cambria-Friesland finished 3rd in their conference behind Partyville and Fall River. So they had a strong conference as well. Let's take a look at the team statistics here for the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers. 779 points they've scored in the first half, 834. So they really have been able to increase and pile it on in the second half. 1,600 total points for the season. Brianna's got a great shot down there of the Oakfield boys coming out onto the floor, and we'll see where the Cambria is coming out. I think they'll come out by coach eventually over on that end out of that cafeteria door here. Again, 22-5 overall are the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers under head coach Derek Smith. I want to thank Coach Smith for sharing with me that he has really enjoyed our broadcast. We've enjoyed covering the Trailways teams, and unfortunately we didn't get to Cambria as much as we would have liked. I think we only got to actually one contest that was there, and I think we covered them at one away event. At the field goal line, they're shooting 43% for 2-pointers, and at the yeah, you're giving me a headache. And as far as free throws, they're shooting 58.6% on the free throw line. 3-pointers, they've attempted 302 3-pointers, and they've made 34.1%. Oh, that's a great sign there. Brianna's found a good sign there. So she's living up to this. She knows that she's jumped in here.
Filling in the role real nicely.
Yeah, she is. I'm going to have you move that microphone like that right there. And that one's the broken one, so we'll see how well it does for you.
Keep it nice and close.
Yep, exactly. Plus, I'm going to turn that one down. We'll turn that up a little bit. Okay. Now, let's take a look at their opponents are hitting 40.6%. It's not charging. Well, that's because you got to close it first before you hit the charger. Jeez. Easy. Running all the way down from Madison. Their opponents are scoring at the free throw line 55.9%, so Cambria-Friesland's done better than their opponents. This makes sense when you take a look at it. They're not a three-point shooting team. Their opponents have had to be to try and catch up with 399 three-point attempts, but they're only hitting 29%. From the assists, they're averaging 10.4 assists per game. Their opponents are averaging 10. Turnovers, 11.8 per game, and their opponents are getting 11.9 per game, so that's pretty close. Steals, though, that's where they've been dominant as a team, but blocks are not their specialty, 1.9 blocks per game. On the rebound boards, they are not a super tall team, but they're very athletic. On the offensive board, 335 offensive boards to 174. On the defensive side, 563 boards to 399. Let's take a look at some of the individuals for the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers. Leading the team with 19.4 points per game, Carson Bermania. Shooting 44% inside the three-point arc. At the free throw line, that is an incredible number at 73%. When we talk about field goal percentage, you'd like to be at 50%. Free throw line, 60% to 70% is really good. And at the three-point arc, you'd like to be at 30%. 41% is what Carson Bermania is hitting from threes. 117 attempts. That's a great number as well. The second leading scorer on the team is number 23, Carter Drews. He's averaging 11.9 points per game, 44.5 on the field goal percentage, 52.2 at the free throw line, and 31% from three-point land. Number 32, Ashton Bruceveen is averaging 10 points per game, 48.6% inside the arc, 57.7 from the charity stripe, and no three-pointers attempted. So obviously on the defensive side, they're just going to let him sit out there. Offensive rebounds, for the team. Leading the team is Carter Drews, 9 rebounds per game. He's got 91 offensive, 155 defensive for a total of 244. Ashton Brusveen, 6.8 rebounds per game. Carson Bermania was 6.3 rebounds per game. Assists, Callan Drews dishes that rock, 2.2 assists per game, only 1.5 turnovers per game, and 1.4 steals per game as well. We're going to step aside. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors. You can see they're warming up here on these two teams, and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Terry Holds and Addison Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of Oakfield Athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties, totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. As a graduate of Oakfield High School, Terry proudly supports Oakfield Athletics. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the Oakfield area, or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holds Realtor. Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
The Oakfield Booster.
Welcome back here to Waterloo, home of the Pirates. You can see right down there, Coach has got the Oakfield Oaks warming up. We'll swing it over. Brianna has got the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers warming up. Let's get back on Oakfield as we're going to talk about them here in the pregame show. Let's take a look at, how about if I go to the pregame? There we go. Let's take a look at the team information again. Here's how Oakfield got here. They started play against Holy Redeemer, beat them 78-58. How much time do we have on the warm-ups? This coach's interview is 7, so I have to talk to myself always about this, so make sure I don't miss it. And then Oakfield took on Randolph, a very familiar opponent that they had played before, and they beat them by 20, 74-54. Central Wisconsin Christian came in, who is in their conference. Oakfield was dominant in their conference, only losing one game, and that was the very first Trailways game of the season, losing to Dodgeland at Dodgeland, and they avenged that loss, but they beat Central Wisconsin Christian 62-52, and that's why we are here at Waterloo. Let's take a look at the information about the team. 782 points scored in the first half, 1,000 in the second half, almost 1,800 points for the team in 27 games. That is an incredible amount. Let's take a look at the field goal percentage. 47% is the field goal percentage for Oakfield. Their opponents are only scoring 35.6. That talks about the tenacity of their defense that Oakfield has. At the free throw line, 60.5%. Coach will talk to you. He said he would like to have that number up around 70, where it should be. And then 64.3 for their opponents. At the three-point line, 36.1%. Mitch Mosier and Brody Colleen and as Xavier Milkey will fire that three, and they're pretty accurate at hitting it when you're at 36%. Their opponents are at 27.4%. At the assists, they dish the ball as well, and that's what's a good sign of a great team. 16.61 assists per game. Turnovers, coach will tell you that always, every one of our interviews, we got to keep control of the ball, and they're giving up more turnovers than their opponents. At steals, pretty even with their opponents, and blocks, They've got some great height inside with Bo Bile, and when Davis Dirks is also healthy, along with Braden Glugla, you have a huge triplet there that does a fantastic job. Let's take a look at individual statistics here. We'll see if some of that pans out. Mitch Mosier leads the team in scoring with 14.3 points per game. You know what? Why don't you take over and share? We're talking about the individuals here for Oakfield. And go ahead and share some of that. I left off Mitch Mosier with just what he's averaging per game.
Yeah, so Mitch Mosier here, we're seeing 14.3 points per game. From the field, he's actually shooting 41%, just over 41% there. He's attempted 67 free throws on the season, made 54 of them. That's going to give him an 80% from the line on the season. And then he's shooting 37% from the three-point line this season. It's a nice number for him there. We're going to go down to Davis Dirks here. Davis Dirks, he's 13.2 points per game. Yeah, just over 54% from the field, 57% at the free throw line, and he's shooting 33% from the three-point line. Down to Braden Glugla here, 12.6 points per game, 53% from the field, 57% from the line, and shooting just under 29% from three. Down to Bo Biji here, 12.6 points per game. He's shooting 66% from the field, 51% at the free throw line, and he's only attempted one three-point shot on the season. We're going to go down to some other stats down here. We've got rebounds for the team. Leading the team in rebounds is Bo Biji with 13 rebounds per game, 108 on the offense for the season, 243 defensive, and a total of 351 rebounds for him on the season. He takes that mark by quite a bit for the team. Yeah, second in rebounds per game is Davis Dirks. He averages 5.8, 77 rebounds on the season for him. And then third on the team is Braden Glugla. He averages 5.4 games, just a bit under Davis Dirks there. He's got a total of 141 rebounds on the season. Assists-wise for the Oakfield Oaks, we have Mitchell Mosier there. He's got 150 assists on the season. He averages 5.6 per game. Bo Biji, 67 assists on the season, 2.5 assists per game. And then Brady Collian, he's got 57 assists on the season, 2.1 per game he averages. So, I mean, Mitchell Mosier really carrying the team in assists there, and after that, it's kind of a little bit of a fall off. As far as steals go, we have Mitchell Mosier averaging 1.3 steals per game, and the rest of the team, nobody's averaging over one.
Yeah, I mean, the key to me always starts with Brody Colleen and Bo Bile. Bile, especially on the inside, they move the ball through him. They always do, and they always have. But Colleen, they're just looking for him and looking for him to get shots up. And we'll be back after these messages with some more. I think we got an interview for Jeff, and we'll run to that and go to.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield, Jason Colleen. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
We're talking, you means you advanced. So congratulations on advancing to the sectional semifinal. Why don't you give us a recap on how you got there?
Well, we had first round opponent, Holy Redeemer, won that game by 20. Then Friday, we had to play Randolph. Came out hot, ended up beating them by 20. And then Saturday, we had CWC in a pretty hard-fought game and ended up winning by 10.
Yeah, that was a dogfight that you guys had against CWC, and we had talked previously in our interview for that game that it is very difficult to beat a team 3 times in the regular season, especially when it's survive and advance. So the scrappiness that came out from CWC, was that something that you had expected?
Yeah, every time we play them, it's going to be a physical game. They play really good man-to-man defense, put a lot of pressure on us, and they just have kids that aren't going to give up and are going to give all they got all game long. So I was kind of expecting that. I thought that our guys handled it, and we kind of kept, say a 9 to 14 point lead throughout the game.
Which is, again, now has caused you to survive and advance to the sectional semi. So let's talk a little bit about, initially it was supposed to be at Waukesha, and now it's at Waterloo. Does that make a difference to you with the change in venue?
Not at all. I don't really. But doesn't matter where we're playing or who we're playing, as long as we're playing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I would think, again, just looking at the two different venues, the Waterloo is going to be a much smaller gymnasium, more similar in size to what you're used to playing in the trailways, and as well as the school and the community travels. I would think that the energy that's going to be in that smaller venue would have to help get your guys hyped up and give them a little bit more desire to play it.
Yeah, I think they're going to be ready to play no matter what, but we're expecting it to be a packed house, similar to what it was Friday and Saturday. It's just fun to be in that atmosphere. I'm excited for the opportunity for the kids, and I know they're looking forward to it.
Let's talk a little bit about the opponent that you're going to be facing. Again, it is a Trailways. In fact, I have to say, Coach, I really never paid close attention to the Trailways until really this year, because I was choosing where we were going to be broadcasting from, and the Trailways is represented pretty well here in Division 5. So let's talk a little bit about the toughness and the Trailways Conference, and then talk to me about your opponent in Cambria-Friesland.
Well, yeah, usually top teams in Trailways end up at state. Abundant Life in the South was there last year. I think my first year coaching, Lords might have won Division 4 state titles, and Houston'sford won Division 5. So we actually had 2 state champions out of the conference. So it just kind of speaks to how good the talent is in this area and the quality of teams.
And the coaches don't get enough credit either, and that's as the coaches would prefer it, as they continue to want the focus to be on their teams. But again, I've been very impressed with the coaches and the ability to adjust it, and the kids responding to the coaching. Talk to me about the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers.
They've had a very successful season, 22-5. They played a swing offense, and they switched their defense up. They're well coached. Derek's been there for, I believe, 20 years, he told me, and he knows what he's doing. They're gonna throw anything at us that they think is gonna slow us down. I'm sure they got a game plan, and I'm prepared for a good game here.
So am I. Again, I was looking at their stats, putting everything together for tomorrow night. They've got 3 guys who shoot in double digits as well. Obviously, Oakfield has 5, but Carson Bermania, what's the game plan to try and slow down their offense from the Oakfield side?
Well, what we want to do is, we're not going to switch up our defense. We're going to play our man-style defense, but we definitely are going to focus on their leading scorer there and try to stay out on him on the 3-point line, and make him make tough shots with a hand in his face.
I'm assuming that you'll still be battling hard with that man-to-man defense.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk to me about what you've seen from their defense. You said they like to slow things down if possible. What's the game plan here for your offense?
Well, we got to recognize what they're in. They switch it up between a 1-2-2, a 1-3-1, and a 2-3, and man-to-man. So, first thing is come down the court, see what they're in, get in the right position, get in the right offense that we need to be in, and then attack it.
I would assume that your floor general, Mitchell Moser, will take some of that responsibility, but I'm assuming the rest of your experienced players out there will help call out the defense.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready for what they got, and I'm confident in the guys knowing where to be and how to recognize it, and then executing.
Coach, I want to thank you again for taking the time to join me here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add that we didn't talk about?
No, I'm just proud of the season. I'm proud of the guys. Conference championship, regional championship, where we're supposed to be, and everything that goes on from here is just gravy.
It's been a fantastic time covering the Oakfield Mighty Oaks. We had the pleasure of covering the girls. They were very successful. The boys are being very successful. We love being a part of this community. And Coach, again, I want to thank you for all the time that you have put in here to help make our pregame shows successful. It's been the head coach here for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield, Jason Colleen, here on the pregame show. We'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live stream.
Nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Right now, welcome back here to the Waterloo Pirates, home for this sectional semifinal as the, go ahead, Brianna, you can actually go right in towards near their tunnel so that you can kind of shoot. I mean, you don't have to stand near them, you can zoom it in. Right there is probably a good shot right there, Brianna, and you'll be able to get their celebrations as well. And I'm assuming because Oakfield is the lower seed, so bear with us here as we try and get Brianna's decided that she's going to help us out here. She's running a portable unit for us down on the floor.
I actually think Oakfield, because they're wearing white, they're technically the home team.
I think alphabetically they're the home team, but because they're number 2, I think that they'll be introduced first. But you're wrong. I'm wrong.
I told
you're never wrong, Justin.
I'm always dialed into it. Would you like to do it, Jeff? Would you like the honors?
No, you go for it.
All right, a 6-foot senior forward, number 4, Austin Evans with the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers. A 5'9" junior guard, Peyton McBride, number 5. A 6'4" senior forward, number 22, Carson Bermano. A 6'1" senior forward, number 23, Carter Drews. And a 6'2" senior forward, number 32, Ashton Bruce Bean. And now, the Hilltoppers have had a fantastic season, and then there was a battle kind of all the way down through it to see which one of these teams was going to get the 1 seed. And ended up being that this Hilltoppers team got the 1 seed, and now we're going to introduce the Oakfield Oaks.
I'll take the Oaks here, Justin.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Thank you very much. Leading things off, number 2, Mitchell Mosier, senior, and the 1,000-point club. Number 5, the junior, Braden Klugla. The senior, number 12, Davis Dirks. If Davis is healthy, there's going to be a great job here. Bobile, the junior, number 21, and the junior, number 32, Brody Colleen. Great job there with the start.
I thought it was disappointing because I see YouTube chatters and I enjoy my YouTube chatters to start already.
So we've got some stuff going on there as well. Thank you very much. Everybody knows what they need to be doing here in our YouTube chat. If you don't, read it right there. Participation is critical when it comes to our live streams. That's why we have all of these multiple camera views down on the floor as well as right up here on the main. Justin, do you want to have a seat over here and let
it's up to him. I mean,
Mackay run the main?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, why don't you jump over? And things are on the way. Inside to Bo Bile right off the bat. And 2 for Bo Bile to get things started here. Let's double check and see if we got the instant replay set up as well. Nope, we'll have to set that up, so we'll get that at the next whistle. Cambria working the ball around. Trying to get it inside. Leading scorer with the answer. No, doesn't have it. In there trying to battle is going to be Davis Dirks. Bo Biles on the floor. Ball is still loose. Picked out of there by Davis Dirks. Kicks it over to Mitchell Moser.
Boy, is it good to have Davis Dirks back and healthy.
Oh, it is so awesome.
We're not fully healthy, but healthy.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I would think that no matter what happens, Justin, he's going to be playing through any pain that he has taking place right now. Let's kick it down onto the floor to the coach. Taking a look there at the portable. On the shot, Mitchell Moser in and out, but it's going to be a rebound to Brody Colleen. Moser, once again, you've talked about him before, Justin, about how often he likes to pop that three. Dirks just missed it. In there battling Glugla, and it's going to go off of his leg. And I'm going to set up that instant replay right now. My apologies that I did not have it set up earlier. Back to the main camera shot. Bear with me. Patience. I don't have any either, but we'll get it set up. Here we go. Bringing the ball up is number 5. That will be Dayton McBride. Kicking it over. Good height there by Carson Bermania. Good athlete over there at Cambria-Friesland. They had a good football run again. Banked off of the board, missed. Bo Bile is in there to control. If Bo plays aggressive today, Justin, I think that also the teams are in trouble. I would like to see him being on the attack.
Well, and it's just you got to get him going downhill, and that guy's not, he's not made this first couple ones, Moser, but you can't leave him open like that. And there's Bo Bile once again.
Bo Bile for 2, and it's 4-0 for the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield.
It's just they don't have the size to guard him on the inside, and not a lot of teams do.
I would agree with you, and that's why I like to see if he stays aggressive. It definitely makes things a lot more interesting, and I think you also talked about it, the health of Davis Dirks is key. We know that Glugla is going to give everything that he's got. You know Mitch Moser is going to give everything he's got. And Bo Bile again with another rebound. Are you keeping track of those, Justin? Is that 3?
Yeah, I mean, that's a little past my stat count is the rebounds.
You told me you were going to be a stat.
The stat wizard, and Colleen lost one on the other end, but it's been a rough start for the Hilltoppers. See if they can get a clean bucket here, and they do.
That'll be Dayton McBride for 2. I didn't kick it down there soon enough to Brianna. I'll pay attention a little bit more. Down to the coach. Gets to see some of the action down on the floor. I call it chaos in there. Bo Bile blocked that time, but he takes it away. That's what I'm talking about. The tenacity, he needs to demonstrate it today. Elevating, Moser misses. Rebound, Mitch is off a little bit. I think he's a little bit too tight. That's just me, Justin. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Well, he doesn't miss a lot in the start. He's started off a little bit slow, so hopefully Mitch can find it. I mean, he's such a key for this team at any point of shooting and anything.
Laying it up, missing it, trying to pull it down. Bo is going to get, no, that's Davis Dirks in there battling. He's going to get fouled. There's our instant replay working. And it was a great shot there by Brianna to have it down there, and she's got the inbound as well.
It's going to go on Carter Drews.
Thank you.
Displacement foul.
Yep, none of this over the back stuff. It doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, it's displacement foul.
Coming all the way back over here.
Oh, and he's such a good passer, and it just.
Oh, that's why it was a little fuzzy. I couldn't figure that out. I was looking at it like they needed to clean their screens.
No, Bo's such a good passer, and he ripped one on the baseline. He didn't have to rip it. Dirks was right there, just a little bit too hard of a pass. The high vis guys are hurting my eyes.
Yeah. Good work again. Shot down there on the floor by Brianna. Get a chance to see a little give and go action. Davis Dirks says, "Get that junk out of here."
Looks
Makes
healthy
a good
to me.
block.
Looks healthy to me.
Well, right now he does. But we've talked about it, Justin. You've had the same injury. You've had a torn labrum in the hip. At any time, it can start to flare up and be a problem.
The problem is it doesn't hurt. It's the most uncomfortable feeling in a hand in the face. That's a tough three to take right there from Bermania.
Good job there by Glugla challenging. Looks like he might have the task to go man on man because this is what their defense is. Mosier's going to get fouled. Good drive to the hoop. Going to be a foul on.
Should go on number 32, Ashton. Bruce Veen.
It is. Bruce Veen with the foul. I did tell both of the student sections, I said, when we get a camera shot on you, you guys have to make sure that you are getting all jazzed up, so we'll get some shots there. Glugla up the lane, misses, throws for the tip. Almost had it, but unable to execute.
I can't believe they called that on the floor. The foul on
Either,
Moser.
yeah, right.
Bermania free throw line.
Elevates and nails the one, and we're tied. Carson Bermania with a 2. Great athlete that I've had a chance to watch him for a couple of years when I was calling games previously for one of our competitors. Back here on our main camera. Colleen to Mosier. That looks lined up. There's Mitch Mosier for 3. And if he gets hot, Justin, things are going to get out of hand.
Yeah, you can't leave that guy alone. You can't give him any space. If he has enough space where he doesn't have a hand in his face, he's going to hit it.
There's a good shot to the student section here. Back on our main. Good job there by Brianna to grab one of those. Shot made. Bruce Veen misses. I take that back. That was Drews missing in the rebound. Mitch Mosier. Mitch looks over to the coach. Coach calls the play. Mitch looks to drive, elevates, misses. Backside Dirks crashes. Almost had that one.
And the Oaks are very good at that. They find their ways to get inside and find that backdoor cuts for layups and anything. Just their rebounds in general, and it helps. But another 3 coming from Bermania.
Wow, contested 3, Bermania.
Yeah, he said if Moser can do it, he can do it too.
Right, exactly. That's going to be the matchup that we're going to have to take a look at, I think, today. I think Bo Bile, to me, I think you just run at his height. Colleen had a little bit switch there. Brody Colleen, he gets on the scoreboard.
That's the guy I say is the key for the Oaks every time, because when he's shooting like that, even in the inside, he always shoots from behind the arc, but when he shoots like that from the inside, that's the guy you need to be hot for this Oaks team to make a really deep run, obviously till state, and they're only 2 games away now.
Coach with a perfect shot of the offense from behind. Good run, a little give and go. Bo Bile says, ship that junk out of here.
Called that a foul. They called that a foul.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
All right, here's our first shot of the free throws.
I don't know what they said it was, though. I thought they said it was on Davis Dirks because he gave up with 1-2. It didn't.
21 they gave it to.
As the kids say, ball don't lie.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was clean. It looked clean to me from here, and then they see something I can't see down there. That's a little
Which
different.
is very possible. Yep. We're not on the floor. We don't get to see the angles. We always talk about that. It's our opinions. Misses the second one as well. This time, Bo Bile grabs the rebound. The other thing I always ask people always say, and they make comments, hey, you guys sound like homers. You're just cheering for Oakfield. Well, we'll tell you right now, we cover Oakfield. That is one of our primary schools. That is a community that we feel heavily a part of. They've done a great job of welcoming us. Colleen, inside out work. But we also are basketball fans, and when we see basketball play, we call it.
Can't leave that guy open either. There's a lot of guys in this Oaks team you just can't leave open. And another block by Bile.
Milky challenges Bermania, misses it. Davis Dirks says, give me that ball. goes in there and rips it away.
When I talk about this every time, Xavier Milkey, when he comes off the bench, he may not score a ton. And I had a conversation with this about with Brandon Curtis. He's fantastic defensively.
Inside, Dirks banks it, misses, gets in there for the ball, grabs it, 4 guys on him, and he still comes up with it. Milkey for 3, and good. Xavier Milkey is in on the hit parade. Timeout coming here for the Hilltoppers. Looks like it's going to be a full. We're going to take it with them, and we'll get into those huddles with those portables. But it's in the Jeff Sauer with Justin here on Jeff's live stream.
Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A Sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Looking for...
Welcome back here to Waterloo. Back to our main camera. Taken away by Xavier Milkey. Driving in, lays it up, and in and out. Kind of stumbled there. I think he got a little bit too excited for the wide open shot, Justin. Inside of Glugla. Misses. Glugla. There's going to be a foul. Is that going to be in the act of shooting? It's going to go on Glugla on the arm. Shooting 2, so we'll get a good shot here again of Brianna getting shots at the free throw.
It was a little late. I thought the foul call was late if they're going to call that one. They should have called it on the first attempt.
Misses Brisbane. So that's great in Glugla's first foul.
Callan Drew's going to check in and take out Austin Evans for this Hilltoppers team.
Why do I keep saying that's Brisbane? That's Carter Drews. My apologies, Carter. And he makes that one.
His first points of the game. Davis Sturt's going to check back in for Brody Colleen. But I talked about Xavier Milkey's defense, and what does he do right away? Steals the ball away from the best player in the Hilltoppers at the top of the key. I mean,
I'm going to kick this over at the 9-minute mark here. I'm going to get it over to Mackay and let him do some announcing while he's running the main camera as well. And I'll see if you can hand me one of the programs there. So I got one, and I just need the tape. Good movement there. Mosier elevates. 3! Mitch Mosier drains the 3.
I thought maybe he even got fouled on the end of the 3.
Yeah.
They took away his landing space, and he still knocked it down.
He can elevate.
Romania kicks. Callan Drews over to Carter Drews. Thought about a deep 3. Worked Dirks in his face. Won't take it. Back over.
Right in front of the student section for Oakfield.
Good
missing. Bermania. Mobile.
Good defense from Milkey again. Hand right in the face of Carson Bermania. He had nowhere to go with it.
That's one of the things, Justin, I think that makes this Oaks team special is their defense. They're so solid defensively that it's absolutely causes problems, I think, for their opponents. Who was that?
The big fella on the inside gets a board off a miss from Dirks, and the offensive rebounds for the Oaks is a big-time key. All right, ready, Mackay?
I'm ready.
Another block by Bile. That's the third or fourth one already from Mobile on the block on the inside.
Yeah, they got him on a couple fouls down there, but that one looked pretty clean to me.
They didn't call it that time.
No.
Swing to Bermania. Media kicks to Callan Drews. I don't think he's going to shoot that, so they're kind of okay with letting him do it. He'll drive inside. Blocked by Bile again. Moser kicks into the corner. Milky open three. No good.
Nice rebound there. Kicks it back to Milky down low. Blocked on the other side. And just like that, both teams going to try to swat him down at the end there. You know, that might be the key in this game, though. The blocks down there low by Bile. I mean, 5 already. We're not too far into this one.
Well, it's just difference. They lack size comparatively to Mobile on the inside. Good skip pass, driving baseline, spinning, bounce pass off a foot. Holds onto it, kicks into the corner to Callan Drews. Drews drives, bounce pass, backdoor layup.
It's a nice pass there by Drews. Nice way to get around Bile there, and they end up getting a clean shot off of that one. Reed can't block, and I think if they're going to try to score down low tonight, that's going to be the key for them. Getting them past Bile, getting them confused, looking in the wrong places, and getting clean shots down there.
They got to find them on the baseline like that.
Yeah.
Bruce Fiend open on the baseline, and they skip it inside to Bile, and a pass into the corner. Moser for three, it's good!
That's just a nice pass there by Bile.
You know, Bo Bile only averages 2 assists per game, but it's just crazy to me that guy averages 2 assists per game at the size he does, but he finds players very well.
I mean, that was a beautiful pass there to set up for the three, and, you know, he knocks it down, does his job. They're going to try to return the favor here. Real good, and Bile with the rebound.
Hey, that's a tough three to take with that hand right in your face like that. He can't see anything. Good defense from Xavier Milky again. Dirks has got it on the left wing. He'll get a screen from Glugla. Drops inside. Dirks back to Bile. Bile fakes the drop pass, kicks it back up top to Mitch Moser, and this is the guy you want with the ball. Dirks on the right wing. Down inside to Bile. Backdoor pass, wide open. Dirks goes up with it. It's good. And another timeout.
That's a nice job there by Dirks to wait. He was going to try to pump fake him.
This will
Make
be
sure nobody was jumping.
Oh yeah, this will be a 30-second timeout, and we will take it with them.
In your child's education, the choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Got our YouTube chatters going on here. I don't know where Jeff left off, so I got to figure out where I am here. Got Jody Daniels saying go Oaks, Mandy saying go Oaks, Lord Snake saying go Oaks, Rachel Neely go Oaks from New London, go Oaks from Milwaukee. We got them all over the place. Jeff, I don't know which one he hits. Callan Drews bounce pass, thought about a three, didn't take it. Evans drives inside, he traveled. Pretty obvious right there. I don't really know why he even thought about going back up with that. He traveled pretty obviously.
Yep. Got away with one there, and if you couldn't tell, the fans around us thought so too.
He got away with it, but they called it after they yelled at him a little bit. Oaks up by 15, 25-10 with 5:50 to go in a half. Milky's got it up top from Davis Dirks. He gives it back to Dirks. 1-3-1 zone here coming from Cambria-Friesland with good hedging onto the corners. Pass to Dirks. Looking for that high post touch for Bile. Finds Glugla in the high post. Into the corner. Colleen open for a three. He'll take it. It's good! Brody Colleen's got 8 and 2 threes, and the Oaks lead by 18.
You know, when coming into this game, Jeff mentioned that the Cambria-Friesland, they weren't shooting too well from the three-point arc, and it seems the opposite story here from the Oaks. Thought he was about to make me eat my words there for a second.
What a fantastic play from Callan Drews. And the Oaks fans don't like it, but that's the right call. Callan Drews gets his hands on the ball. Possession arrow going to stay with Cambria-Friesland after a missed three from Carter Drews.
I liked the jump ball call there. I think he made a nice hustle play to get his hands on the ball, and I think it was the right one.
I think it was the right call. And I mean, at this point in the game, Cambria-Friesland needs try to get this underneath and into under 10 before the half.
We've seen a lot of playoff basketball this season, and, you know, just because you're over 10 doesn't mean anything. You know,
nope.
I think under 10, under half is perfectly doable, and I think that's the goal they should be aiming for right now.
When you look at the girls' basketball game today, Laconia, they were down 17 at a point, came all the way back, just couldn't finish it. Inside, going off the glass, and one! A tough bucket coming from Ashton Bruce Bean. That's going to be the second personal on the big fella, Bobile.
It's a nice finish from there. Way to finish with contact. He's going to have a chance to make it a three-point play here. And like I was saying before, not too hot from behind the three-point line. So chances like this to make three-point plays out of layups with a contact is going to be really do or die for them tonight.
Sunk that one, and he's got 5. It's 28-13 with 4:45 to go in a half. Dirks will bring it up on a pass from Moser. They got to find a way to stop the Oaks from scoring. That's the main problem. Glugla will pop a 3, no good. And the rebound snatched by Bruce Bean. Go up to Bermania. He'll get it across half court, make a dribble move inside, kick back up top to Evans. Evans bounces it onto the block to Bruce Bean. He puts it on the floor, kicks it over to his man, goes back up. Evans, no good. Bile snatches it. Bile might have a double-double by the end of the first half.
You know, that was a nice job by them there to get on the baseline like you were talking about and get a shot under Bile. Just couldn't connect with it, but I mean, I think if they can consistently do that, they'll be just okay coming back in this game.
Got to find a way to get around him. He can't go into him because he's gonna knock you down. Dirks falls down and turns it over. I think he did slip. I'm gonna like to call it a full timeout here.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. He slipped. It was out last on him. It's going to be Cambria-Friesland ball after the timeout.
Full timeout taken by Coach Jason Colleen. We'll be back after these messages.
Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
When you're able to connect your finances and your gifts of giving and time and talent, it really helps fulfill my desire to be part of a greater good.
Jonathan Letter here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the Waupun and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. 3:53 to go in a half, 28-13. It's been all Oaks so far, Mackay.
Yeah, like you said, I didn't even realize we were up to 28-13 until I look at the scoreboard here. I guess they've just been so quick. They've been good on the boards. They've been good shooting from 3 tonight, and I think it'll be a challenge here for Cambria-Friesland to get back in this one. Never not doable, though, here, so they got plenty of time to try to turn it around. Not like that, though.
It's the right call. Bermania dribbled it off his foot. It's over and back. They're trying to argue a tip here as the coach from Cambria-Friesland, but it hit his foot. Bermania dribbled it off his own foot. And a turnover, and not what you need at this point. The Oaks a chance to go back up by 18 or less, obviously 17, but they haven't had a ton of empty possessions in this half so far.
No, they've been really good with passing the ball around, working to get a nice shot, and most of the shots they've taken haven't been contested. They've been pretty wide open, especially from behind that three-point line. So as long as they keep playing like that, looking for good shots, it's going to be a tough one here for Cambria-Friesland.
Moser's going to get a screen from Glugla, and he'll get the ball from Dirks, kicks it over to Glugla. Thought about a 3, doesn't, drives baseline, throws it off the hands of number 23, that's Carter Drews, and goes out of bounds. It'll be kind of a reset for the Oaks, and I think they needed a reset on that. Just didn't seem to be working right there. Good defense from Cambria-Friesland.
Yeah, they forced him under the baseline there. It was nice to force him kind of out of bounds, had to throw the ball out on him, and honestly, if you're Cambria-Friesland, you take that there.
Glugla up top of the key, drives inside, hop step, gets blocked by number 32. That's Bruce Veen with a good block. Bermania over half court. Hesitation move, kicks it over. Drews into the corner to Drews. Back down to Bruce Veen on the block, trying to go through Bile, kick out. Right wing 3, thought about it, didn't take it. Evans will take a deep one from the top of the key, no good. Tapped around, Bile snatches the rebound. Smart play by Moser, realizing he wasn't going to be able to handle that. He tapped it over to Bobile. 2.5 to go in the first half. High pass inside to Bile. Dirks up top, pumps and drives, goes inside, hop step, snatched away by Bruce Bean. It'll stay with the Oaks.
You know, we've been talking about Bo Bile here on defense for the Oaks, but Bruce Veen here for Cambria-Friesland's had a couple nice ones of his own. He can keep that up down low. They're going to force him out to the three-point line.
He's been fantastic on the inside. And early in the half, you had said that Bile had been in control, but he hasn't had a ton of touches on the block. Dirks is open on the block, though. He'll go off the glass. It's good. Can't leave that guy open inside. And Davis Dirks, obviously he's only played 13 games now this year. He's been injured for over half the year, but he's such a big key to this team. Romania pops one from deep. No good. Moser on the glass. Tapped away by Callan Drews. It'll stay with the Oaks. I think Oaks fans are trying to argue a foul there, but I mean, Moser just got trapped. It was a good trap by Drews and Bermania. He'll inbound at the Dirks and a bounce pass behind his back to Moser. 30-13, 1:40 to go, and a screen and a foul coming. I think Callan Drews tried to get underneath the screen and ran through Braden Glugla. And it'll go on Callan Drews. Third team foul of the half. .147 to go in the half. Glugla will get the inbound from Dirks. Gets it back to Dirks. Inside to Bile on the high post. Backdoor cut.
Dangerous pass there by Bile.
Dirks spinning around, but just good help defense.
Yeah.
It's great help defense. You got Carter Drews coming in there to strip it out, but there's three guys covering Davis Dirks and taking away the paint. They have nowhere to go inside. And I mean, I get it. You want to try to keep the Oaks to the outside, but they can beat you on the outside.
Correct. It's a tough game to play because they're crashing in the paint there, and you know you do force them outside like you were saying, but they've been hitting shots from out there too. So it's kind of a horse apiece. You know, where do you focus on? 3-point line, inside the paint?
Almost a turnover on an errant pass from Dirks, or from Moser. Glugla gets it from Dirks. Has it on the right side, inside, on the block, going baseline. Backdoor pass, Bile open, off the glass, he smoked it. Rebound, Bruce Veen.
It's just a nice pass. If you're Bile, you got to be able to finish on those ones. And, you know, nice defense there by Cambria-Friesland. They're going to come back down and try to close this deficit out a little bit.
McBride has checked back in. He's got it at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Bruce Veen, who has probably been the best player in this game for this Cambria-Friesland team. He'll get it back on the block, working on Bile. Goes baseline, kicks into the corner. Corner three coming. It's good from Dayton McBride. 14-point game with 33 seconds to go in a half, and Moser's going to slow things down. Got his call from Colleen, and they're going to try to make this the last shot. They'll get it to Bile. Dirks is going to drive baseline. He'll go up with it. It's good and one. Davis Dirks.
I mean, that's just a nice drive right there by Dirks. He sees the baseline wide open. He takes opportunity of it, drives down, staying on the line, kind of a little tiptoe, finishes through contact, and it's a nice finish at that.
Yeah, they just left him. They gave him the baseline. There's no reason for Davis Dirks not to take it. I know you want a chance to get that last shot, but if they're giving you the baseline, there's no reason not to take the open baseline.
Not a shot at all. I mean, you have it wide open. You're just going to drive down. It's an easy score, and you get the N1 opportunity. I think you'll give up the last shot for what's coming here.
Dirks not a great free throw shooter, but down the stretch he's been fantastic. He went 9 of 11 in the last game from the charity stripe. Previously, he was shooting 45% from the charity stripe.
Playoffs make different players, and sometimes you get a little bit of different strengths here.
Bermania up top, 4 seconds, 3-2. Pulls up from the elbow, blocked by Bile. The big fella. Bo Bile with another block to end the half. The Oaks are going to take a 33-16 lead to the half. We'll come back with some stats after these messages on Jeff's live streams. Oh, I figured you were going to go to stats, but we'll keep going. Makai, what'd you think?
I mean, I think that's a fitting way to end the half there with a Bo Bile block. I think he's been one of the main contributors here on defense. Oakfield's holding Cambria-Friesland here to 16 points, and I think one of the biggest contributors to that has been Bo Bile. He's been fantastic down in the paint for the Oaks tonight. I don't know how many blocks he's got, but it's got to be getting up there. I mean, like you were talking before, you're thinking double-double with him for blocks, and it's kind of been insane to watch him play. So I think that'll be the key to the second half to see for Cambria-Friesland here. See if they can drop something to kind of stagnant Bo Biles, see if they can get past him, and I think they got to just look for clean shots that don't involve him.
Yeah, and they just haven't been able to hit a ton from the outside, and that's a key. But the Oaks have done a really, really good job of closing out to me, and that's a huge thing. They're not giving them lanes to shoot. They're not giving them the lanes to shoot in. You got Milky with hands in the face. Dirks is having, Glugla's played fantastically defensively. Doesn't have the points to show for it, but he's been great for the Oaks today so far. We're going to step aside. We're going to run a couple ads. We'll come back with some stats after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
This is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
How to prepare for retirement can feel uncertain, but with a multi-year guarantee annuity from Thrivent, you earn a guaranteed fixed interest rate over a span of multiple consecutive years of your choosing, so you know exactly what you have and how long you have it. To learn more, contact a Thrivent financial advisor.
Jonathan Letter here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the WIAA and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Katie.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. I want to shout out Cry-Lou Dairy. It's a fantastic. It was great to get their donation to us. We always accept their donations, but we love to get all this kind of help. I know people love to do our productions. Jeff cut me off. Again, I'm going to shout out Cry-Lou Dairy. Now I'm going to hop into this YouTube chat. I got Eric Schreiner coming in. Egan, Minnesota. Go Oaks. I didn't remember where else I got cut off. And Ariel Paz coming saying go Oaks. And we got this in the bag, boys. Yeah, I don't know about that yet, but the stats for the first half. Dayton McBride for Cambria-Friesland had 5. Bermania had 5. Ashton Bruce Mead had 5, and 1 from Carter Drews, 9 from Moser, 7 from Dirks, 3 from Milky, 6 from Bile, 8 from Colleen. It's been a balanced attack offensively and defensively for the Oaks today, Mackay.
Yeah, it has. I think the key to victory for the Oaks today is just to remain what they're doing. I think that first half was kind of ideal for them. They're playing good defense. They're playing solid offense. And I think in order to bag this one up for them, like somebody was in the comments was saying, I think in order for them to do that, they just got to keep playing like they have been. Consistency is key here, especially for the Oaks.
Well, and the Oaks, they just started off so well. And I talked to Coach Colleen about this before the game. I didn't get a chance to listen to Jeff's interview, so I don't know what he mentioned about it. But to me, the key for this team is how fast they start. And he said he did tell me before the game, he wants to see what defense they're in. And his famous quote to me was, he doesn't care what the other team is doing, because he knows that his team's got to execute. They're not going to change anything. They're going to keep things the same, and they got to execute their systems. Well, they're executing right now offensively and defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's a good sentiment for a coach to have there. I think focusing on what your team is doing is probably key, especially for the Oaks here. You know, you can't really win a game if your team isn't performing how you want them to, so I think it all starts with that. I think it's a nice sentiment from him to focus on his team. Again, like you were saying, it doesn't really matter what the other team thinks, and I think that's been working for him here early in this game.
Yeah, and I know they always talk about they want to work it through Bile on the inside. Yet Mitch Moser I would say he has a quiet 9 points.
Yeah.
He hit those threes early in the first half and really haven't said his name a ton.
No,
but he's had a quiet 9 points.
Yeah, I would agree. I think something to look out here for in the second half. Jeff was saying it as we came into the game earlier reading the stats, is that Cambria-Friesland, I believe, had close to 300 more points in the second half this year than they did in the first half. So, again, somebody in the comments was saying, you know, they're done for, but we've seen some pretty crazy things so far this playoff season. Cambria-Friesland seems to be a second half team, so we're not going to count them out just yet.
I'm not counting anybody out. I just saw a 17-point comeback from Laconia girls team, and they ended up losing, but they were down 17 in the middle of the second half.
Yeah. I mean, the Laconia boys game, if you look last weekend, they were up by just over 11 points, I want to say, with just under 10 minutes left last weekend. They ended up losing that game by 5, so that's a 15-point swing there in, less than 10 minutes. We have a whole 18 minutes here, and they're only down by 17 here, so we can definitely see a very big swing here.
Lori Ottery coming in here and saying, you go Oaks, you got this. Got 2 minutes left in the halftime. We will step aside, run a couple more ads. We'll come back with second half basketball from Waterloo in the sectional semifinals between the Oaks and the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers.
Is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The Rock Golf Club combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. It's about 45 seconds to go. We're getting ready for second half basketball. Possession arrow points with the Oaks. Mackay, what are your keys for this Cambria-Friesland team coming out of the half?
I think keys for the Cambria-Friesland team here coming out of the half, they've got to get past Bo Bile down there in the paint. I think they've got to create effective shots down there that they can score past him, where he's not blocking every shot of theirs. I also think they kind of have to play a twofold defense here, one where they can stop them in the paint like they've been doing, but they've also been allowing those three-point shots. So I think the key to them for winning this game is really shutting them down on defense.
Yeah, and to be honest, for the Oaks, we don't change a thing. I know, Mackay, we talked about the 300-point difference that Cambria-Friesland had. Well, we were both wrong. It was the Oaks that have the 300-point defense.
On that one. Read it wrong.
We're both wrong. I mean, sometimes we don't have our stat sheets directly in front of us. We don't pay too much attention, but good shots down there on the floor. Coach looking right into that Cambria-Friesland huddle. And Oaks ball to start this half. And to be honest, you would hope that it wouldn't have been Oaks ball for Cambria-Friesland because they need to get going early.
And I think one of the keys for them should be, getting a quick stop here on defense and getting some momentum going their way.
Timeouts left. You have one full and 2 30s from Cambria-Friesland. Spinning inside, Dirks tries to rip it away, battle for it on the floor. It'll be a jump ball, possession with Cambria-Friesland. But to be honest, that's a harmless jump ball for the Oaks because, yes, they missed their shot, but now the possession arrow's right back to them right away.
See, that's kind of unfortunate there because, you play good defense if you're Cambria-Friesland and you hope to stop them like you do, and they come down and kind of swing the momentum back to the Oaks way with getting the jump ball. It slows you down a little bit.
Berbadia drives and kicks, gets it up top to Evans. Evans drops it. McBride inside. Bruce Fiend is blocked once again by Bile. Bile with a smart play. He throws it off of McBride and out of bounds, Oaks ball.
And like you said there, not only a nice block by Bile, but the heads-up play to throw it off one of the Cambria-Friesland players there in order to keep the ball with the Oaks.
I'm really excited to talk to stats coach Brandon Curtis, who I went to high school with after this, because he keeps track of all the blocks and everything. And Bile might even be on track. They may even get a quadruple-double today if he keeps getting assists.
Just a solid game overall from Bo Bile so far.
And I know Coach Colleen talked about this the last time the Oaks had a big lead like this at the half. They can take their time here. They don't need to score right away. Right wing 3 coming from Moser, no good. Long rebound to Davis Dirks. Back to Moser. Thought about another one, he won't. Pulls up from the free throw line, short. And rebound coming to Evans.
See, and if you're Moser there, I don't think you really have to force those shots. I mean, you've got time's on your side, the score's on your side. I don't think you have to force anything that's not there and give the ball back to this Cambria-Friesland team.
Carter Drew's got a drop pass from Bruce Fiend, and I think that's honestly all Bo Bile on the inside. They don't want to attack at him because he's blocked so many shots. They're kind of fading away into the paint and just not getting a good look.
Yeah, once in a while they got to learn not to drive so far in, and I think that's what you kind of saw there. They want to get a shot off without him being able to reach it, but then you risk things like that happening.
Moser gets a screen from Colleen and from Bile. Dirks drives inside. Spinning away up top to Bile. Bile's going to reset and drop it. Moser. He'll give us, thinking about giving a screen, Bile, but he doesn't. Just stands out at the free throw line, almost poked away there. Back up top, Colleen. Drives inside, pulls up just inside the lane. It's good from Brody Colleen. He's got 10.
It's a nice shot there by Colleen. He comes off the screen, I believe, and just a nice little pull-up jumper for him.
First guy into double digits is Brody Colleen today. He's got 10. Pass into the corner. Bermania for 3. Rattled in and out on the glass and off the glass. What a play from Dayton McBride.
That's a nice effort there by McBride. He's significantly shorter than Bo Bile, so for him to be able to get that rebound, put it up with him in his face, it's a very valiant effort from him.
Colleen almost had it stripped. It goes away. It'll stay with the Oaks. I don't know if I agree with that one.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. I think we see it a little bit different from the refs, but nonetheless, it's good defense by Cambria-Friesland. I think that's what they need here.
Questionability can be told to you whatever you want to believe on the instant replay. I don't know what I saw. You guys saw what you saw. Dirks gets a screen from Bile, goes between the legs, kicks into the corner. Colleen for 3. No good, way too long. Bile scoops it up, kicks it out to Moser. Back inside to Dirks. Dirks, he's fouled. That was a pretty easy one to call. Bruce Veen was all over him. I actually think they called that one on number 4, Austin Evans. Team first of the half, first foul of the half. Just over 3 minutes in, and that's the first foul of the half. That's good. I like that. Glugla has it stripped, comes tapped out. Colleen saves it right before and over and back. And I like that. If you didn't see it on the screen, you saw Bo Bile telling Glugla to slow things down, relax.
I think that's the right sentiment from Bo Bile there. Like we said before, you don't need to rush this. You work for a good shot here. I mean, they're getting passes off, no problem. I think if you're Cambria-Friesland, you have to start playing a really aggressive defense in order to come back in this one.
Moser has it up top, and the Oaks have already killed 30 seconds since the inbound. Moser tried to go between the legs. Colleen thought about a deep 3, doesn't take it. A smart decision by Brody Colleen.
Yeah, I like him holding on to that ball and getting it over to Bile there. There's no need to take those shots. If they're not going to press you, you hold the ball and waste as much time as you can.
And tip pass goes back to Glugla. Glugla thought about dropping it for Moser. He throws a high pass for him into space. Moser gets the screen, pulls up from the right wing, no good. Bile can't get to it. Glugla dribbles it off the baseline. It'll go to the Hilltoppers.
No, they don't end that possession there with points there, but I think it's a great possession. They wasted over a minute on the clock on that one, and if they continue to do that every time they have the ball, this game's going to be over in no time.
That was perfect. You beat me to it. I was going to say they wasted probably a minute and a half because they had so many resets. McBride kicks into the corner. Drews tries to think of where to go to it. He goes over to Evans, back to Bruce Veen. Driving in, McBride splits the men, goes up, no good. Biles snatches another board. Easy to say another board.
It's a nice shot there by McBride. He's able to get it over him. Just not enough oomph on that one. I don't mind the shot, though.
Biles got it on the block. He gets double teamed, has it stripped. Good play from Austin Evans.
It's a nice play from Evans there to get in there and grab the ball from Bile. It's not an easy thing to do. He's a big man, and I think they missed that one there.
Evans slipped, and the layup went for McBride. He missed, and another rebound for Bo Bile. The last game he had 17 points and 18 rebounds, he's probably on track for 18 rebounds again today. Tip pass stolen by Bermania. Looking for Colleen open in the corner. Quick up. McBride drives in, goes into Bile. Bile blocked it again. Going in, Evans, layup no good, and another rebound for Bo Bile.
Three in a row now.
Yeah, it's pretty much every possession ends in a Bo Bile rebound right now.
Count how many times we say that today.
Colleen's got it in the corner, gets his man in the air, goes up top. Almost had it poked away in that aggressive defense you talked about, Mackay, is coming out from Cambria. Glugla off the glass, no good. Tapped out, Bile, reset, Colleen, left wing three, it's good! 13 points coming from Brody Colleen, and 9 of them via the three.
And I liked what I saw there from Cambria-Friesland. They all crashed the board, and the one person in there out of the 4 Cambria-Friesland players was able to get it for the Oaks. Oh, man.
Bermania tried a corner three, and Glugla got way up to swat that back.
Glugla set up, Bile's not the only one who can do that one. Watch this, and he showed us there.
Xavier Milkey, I believe, is going to check back in. If they let him here. Yep, Davis Sturks will come out. But, this feels like the fastest 6 minutes I've ever had in a basketball half so far.
They are just taking clock, and the clock keeps running. The only time to stop in here is for subs like that, and it's not very often.
Carter Drews gets himself on the board again. He's got 3 first half points. Is the 2. The Oaks still lead by 18 now. Moser drives in. He gets it stripped away by Evans. Bermania in the corner. Pass inside to Callan Drews. He tries to pump and go up with it. Throws it on the corner to Carter Drews. He steps back, bounces inside to Bruce Veen. Back up, Callan Drews. Drews pops the top of the key, 3, no good. Milkey will snatch it. Kicks it over to Mitch Moser.
I think he got in his head about that one. I don't think he's a very good three-point shooter, but I think he sat there and waited and thought about it too long. You can kind of see him, the wheels or the gears turning in his head, and I just don't think it was the right shot at the right time for him.
Moser from in the lane, no good. Callan Drews snatches a rebound. Foul coming on Braden Glugla. It's the right call, and Glugla tried to snatch it away from Callan Drews. He did a good job of using his body to get in the way of Braden Glugla. Good shot on the floor. You can see them coming up here. It's Bermania bringing it up. Carson Bermania will get picked up by Xavier Milkey. Very good. And Xavier Milkey, only a freshman, and he's played some quality minutes for this Oaks team. A fantastic defender.
Yeah, he's got a very bright future there in Oakfield for him.
Bermania off the side of the glass. Milkey with another rebound, his second as he's came in, and Moser will bring it up once again with 10:35 to go in a half. And a timeout taken by Coach Colleen. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Jeff's live streams.
Terry Holds and Addison Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of Oakfield Athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties, totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. As a graduate of Oakfield High School, Terry proudly supports Oakfield athletics. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the Oakfield area, or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holds Realtor.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams and the inbound, and Mitch Moser from Xavier Milky. Moser has it up top on the Pirate. I believe it's the Pirates or Power, the Power logo. Or no, it is the Pirates. I was saying Pirate Power. There it is. Waterloo. I've never been to Waterloo.
Nope.
Yeah, fantastic gymnasium. They've done a great job of hosting.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility here for this game today. Got a little bit lost, a couple gyms in this high school, you know. I think we're in the field house technically right now.
Colleen, heat check coming from the corner there from Brody Colleen. Just missed it. He's only missed 1 3 so far, and that was the first one he missed. 9:55 to go, 38-20, the Oaks up by 18. Callan Drews bounces it inside, gets it back, goes up and under, no good. Bruce Veen on the glass, he missed, Dirk snatches the rebound.
And if Cambria-Friesland's going to have any chance to come back in this one, they're going to have to put at least one of those in the net there. I mean, they had 2 chances, they got the second chance, rebound obviously, and just couldn't connect with it.
You can't miss Bunnies. Colleen from the corner, he got it that time. Brody Colleen's got 16, 8 points in both halves. 2 threes in each half and a 2. And the Oaks lead once again by 21. Good bucket on the inside from Carter Drews. Carter Drews, one of the leading scorers of this team, has had a very quiet game, Mackay.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't said his name much. Nevertheless, we haven't said any of these players' name much. I think they've only scored 6 points and coming back here in the second half. So it's been a quiet day for most of the team here.
Moser had to get up for that one. Dirks has it stolen, coming the other way. Here's Carter Drews. Drews with a layup, no good. Moser on the glass. Moser gets pressured from behind. Smart play by Xavier Milky.
Justin, just like we were talking about, they got to make those easy shots, and I mean that's when you just can't miss if you're Cambria-Friesland here.
Milky wide open in the corner once again, drives inside, he traveled. That's the right call. He took a step just a half a second early before he put the ball on the floor. And I've talked about this with Jordan King. The WIAA has cracked down on traveling this season. And from what I've seen, they've cracked down on traveling calls. I've seen a lot more traveling calls than I've seen in the past.
You know, they always have their off-season focuses for different sports. They have their meetings and stuff, and I mean, I'm sure that was one of the things they talked about. You're always looking for officials, so it's not easy to catch everything, but if you're focusing on one thing, it should be easy to get them down.
And air ball coming from Carter Drews. Glugla and Evans going to come back in. Milky will come out, and Callan Drews will come out.
41-22, just over 8 minutes left here to play. Cambria-Friesland's got to kick it into second gear if they want any chance of sticking in this one.
You got to find something. I mean, they just got to get something. They're trapping up high, and they'll give it over to Moser. But they're just going to, Oakfield's going to snap this ball around as much as they can, make passes, make good looks. They want good shots in, and here's a good one from Braden Glugla. First bucket of the game from Braden Glugla.
Yeah, that's a nice pump fake to get them both in the air there. He just waits, he sits till they're back on the ground.
And a good steal from Mitch Moser. Moser done nothing offensively this half, but he's been really good defensively. Skip pass, Colleen back up on the left wing. Moser for 3, in and out.
Just waiting for Moser to say, oh yeah, watch this. Couldn't connect with that one though.
I almost reverse announcers jinxed him. Because people say that the announcer's jinx isn't real. Jeff shakes his head at me when I say it. Bruce Veen, baseline, dribbled it off his foot. Gives it, Drews will go up with it. It's blocked again by Bobile. Once again. Unbelievable.
If you have one story of the night here, it's probably Bobile just being a force under that rim down there. He's not let anything go by him, and I mean, I'm curious to see at the end of the game how many blocks he does end with.
Dirks will get the pass from Moser, a high pass. Moser onto the baseline to Glugla. Glugla pass to Colleen, open in the corner. He'll take it, no good. Biles trying to snatch it, but it comes out to Carter Drews. Quick up, coming down the right side, crossover move inside, layup, no good. Rebound Moser on the good driving attempt from Dayton McBride. 6.5 to go. Oaks lead by 21. Dirks gets it across half court in this Trailways West, Trailways East matchup.
Like you were saying before, Justin, this has been a quick 12 minutes that have gone off this clock. I feel like we haven't been playing for very long at all, and yet we're only 6 minutes left here in the second half.
It's 7:54 for you folks. The game started at 7, and we're not even an hour in, and we only got 6 minutes to go. Dirks inside. Glugla gets his man in the air, gets another man in the air, goes up with it, and one! Braden Glugla, a master class on the inside. And what do you do for that, Mackay?
I don't really know. I mean, they had the first guy jump and he landed on top of him. I think they missed the foul call, but I mean, nonetheless, he got it on the second jump, and I mean, there's not much you can do when you're practically on top of the guy, and he still manages to finish.
And he makes the free throw, a traditional three-point play, and a full timeout taken by the Cambria-Friesland Hilltoppers. The Oaks lead by 24 with 6 on the dot. We'll be back after these messages.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service. Batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service. Brandon. 920-346-TIRE.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Welcome back here to Waterloo. We've got a 24-point game. The Oaks are up 46-22 over Cambria-Friesland. Got a lot of work to do if they want to come back to this one. Again, like I said, only 6 minutes left to play.
The Oaks have just done a masterclass defensively today, to be honest. I mean, there's not much you can say. Almost tipped away. Up top, driving in, Drews goes in to Bile, off the glass, no good, foul called.
There's Bo Bile down there being a force again. They're going to get a foul call on him on that one, but I don't think he minds.
Nope.
Carter Drews the line to shoot two. Banks it off the first one. We'll get full screen again for you here. Carter Drews no good on the second. Almost rebounded by Cambria-Friesland, excuse me. Oaks going to maintain possession of the ball.
And they're going to go as slow as they can. They're not going to come with any sort of speed right now.
And I mean, why would you if you're the Oaks? You have not a lot of time left and a lot of points to go.
Foul coming on the floor. That one will go on Austin Evans. Top Moser into the corner to Colleen. Good ball movement from the Oaks, just trying to kill some time.
Nice pass from Bile, back out to Colleen. Colleen with a three. He's going to extend the Oaks lead. 49-23, just under 5 left to play.
The 5th three of the game from Brody Colleen. That's probably your dagger, and the Oaks lead by 26 with 4:40 to go.
I mean, that's just another nice pass there by Bo Biley. He finds Colleen open after they come down and pinch him, and he finds him on the outside of the three-point line. Colleen obviously is going to shoot the ball when he's wide open, and why not? You see why.
Good move by Bruce Bean on the inside to get his man up. His first points in the second half after a pretty good first half from Ashton Bruce Bean. We haven't said his name a ton in the second half. Klugla drives inside to Bile. Bile goes up with it, no good. Tapped around, Dirks gets it, a reset out to Klugla. 4 minutes to go now. Moser up top, 24-point lead for the Oaks. Dirks on the right wing.
Yeah, I think that's been another key of the game here, not just for Bile, but the Oaks have been really strong with rebounding the ball today.
Dirks is fouled on his way up. That'll be the third personal on Austin Evans. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the Oaks are being more aggressive now offensively than they have in the entire half.
Yeah.
They've been willing to kill as much time as possible.
They took that timeout and they come out here firing. It's a little interesting, but I mean, I guess you really can't blame them here. They're up 25 under 4 minutes. It's going to be nothing short of a miracle for Cambria-Friesland to come back on this one. So why not play a little aggressive? They've got more basketball to go. Why not try something new and keep it going?
We talk about the Oaks, and I always talk about who to interview, who's your player of the game. Well, you can put it in the YouTube chat, but I think it's pretty obvious who the player of the game and who to interview is. It's Brody Colleen. And then the other guy is Bo Bile.
Yes.
Your offensive MVP is Brody Colleen. Your defensive MVP is Bo Bile.
Yeah, Colleen has been lethal from three-point range today. He's made, what did you say, 5 it was?
5 threes
Five
today.
Threes. I mean, that's 15 points there just from Colleen at the three-point line. He's been lethal from out there, and Bo Bile has just been a stud on defense today.
And a shot coming on the inside, and the rebound goes to Dirks. Only 6 points in the last game against CWC that Brody Colleen had. Well, he made up for it tonight. He's got 19.
Yeah, more than making up for it. I mean, he's almost got half the team's points here.
Bile dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. 3:05 to go. The Oaks lead by 26 still. I think the big fella was arguing something. Coming over half court, Bermania. Crossover move. Working on Glugla. Gets it to Bruce Veen. A wholesale change, a hockey line change coming from the Oaks.
Yeah, we got all 5 of them coming in here, and why not get the younger guys some playing time? I mean, up by 26 points, under 3 minutes here. Cambria-Friesland's going to try their best. They're obviously not going to give up. Nobody's going to give up in playoff basketball, but why not give the younger guys some time at playing here?
A tough bucket there from Carson Permania. 24-point game, and it's just a 30-second timeout. It's a substitution timeout, but all your starters for the Oaks going to come out here, but I think we're going to stay here because I think we got it's only a
that he's going to be the interview camera.
Yeah, that's a nice timeout there by Coach Colleen. He's allowing his older players to get out, hug it out on the sidelines there, and then we're going to get some young players in, see what they can do with just over 2 minutes here left to play.
Coach is going to be down there to get our interviews. He'll be running the camera for the interviews, but for the Oaks checking in, Alex Herber, Carson Fisher, Jacob Ingersoll, Xavier Milkey, and J.J. Lanning. That what I would agree with. I think Jeff hit it right on the head with Davis Dirks, Brody Colleen, and Bo Bile are the fellas to talk to today. Overall, I mean, you can say what you want. The Oaks have held this team to just 11 points in the second half.
I mean, yeah, I think that's what's most impressive because you knew Cambria-Friesland's going to come out here and they're going to be trying their hardest. They're going to be driving really aggressive in the second half, especially being down, and then you only hold them to 11 points. You hold them to less than what you did in the first half, and it's a very impressive defensive showing here from the Oaks today.
Herber had it stripped away. Austin Evans comes over half court. Tries to go inside on Fisher. Tip pass down to Bruce Veen. Poked away, but a reach-in foul coming on Carson Fisher. It'll be his first personal. Just the second team foul of the half, or third team foul.
Looks like we're going to get another change here for Cambria-Friesland. I think they're getting 5 new guys in there too, doing the same thing that the Oaks did, and I think that's the right move by Coach there.
And you can see the hugs coming for their seniors, like Carson Burbania, Carter Drews, Austin Evans, and I mean, this Cambria team, they've had a great season, and this Oaks team just, they ran into a very hot Oakfield team who has won 9 of their last 10 now, or actually I think they're at like 13 of their last 14 now, and 9 of the last 10 obviously, but they play the one thing I'll say about this Oaks team with the 2:07 to go, and Coach Colleen talks about this in his interviews. Jeff always asks about how do you set yourself up for these late game stuff. Well, Colleen plays a tough schedule. They play all the top teams in the Flyweight Conference. And this Oaks team is a much smaller school than all those teams in the Flyweight Conference.
Yeah, it's definitely not a schedule to sneeze at. Again, the Flyweight Conference is a very competitive conference, and you're Oakfield, you're 3 times smaller than some of these schools, and you have to compete with them, and they do a very nice job of competing with them.
Lanning steals with 1:40 to go. He'll get it over half court. J.J. Lanning dribbles, in and out move, kicks it over to Xavier Milkey. Inside, Ingersoll into the corner. Lanning open, 3 coming. Good! J.J. Lanning. 1:25 to go. And you know what's funny is that the Oaks crowd, it doesn't matter who makes it and when it's coming, they're just as loud as they were in the beginning of the game.
You can still see all these fans around us here. They're up on their feet, they're cheering, they're having a good time. And have Brianna come up, I'll take her ears.
What?
Brianna,
oh, yeah.
come up, I'll take her ears.
Brianna, Jeff's going to have you come up. He's going to take your ears. Inbound's going to come from Callan Drews. Bounce pass off the knee of Sam Krieger. He checked in as well. Same with Oscar Ariano and Henry Drazkowski. For the Oaks, 1:15 to go. The Oaks lead by 27. Pass goes into the corner. Callan Evans thought about it, didn't take it, gets it back up top.
At this point, what do you got to lose? I think you just start taking some of these shots, have a little bit of fun with it. Your last minute of play this season.
You might as well. I mean, the Oaks just continuing. Good defense from Erber. Evans, bounce pass, he traveled. And a very good call on the travel. They're looking for Eric Searvogel on the inside. 57.7 to go. Krieger will inbound it. Got a whole bunch of guys taking their shirts off for Cambria-Friesland about to check in. Another wholesale change. We'll see if I can get them out here. Brock Dykstra checks in, as well as Omar Salgado and Grant DeBoer. Jackson Drews and Dylan Heller will check in. All of them will check in for this team.
It's a nice sight down there by the coach Cambria-Friesland. He hugs each of the players as they come out of the game. I mean, a fantastic season for them, like they were, like you were saying, Justin. And ran into the wrong Oaks team at the wrong time, that's for sure.
Krieger has it up top, kicks it over to Oscar Ariano. Ariano drives inside, back out to Lanning on the left wing. Kicks to Krieger on the right wing. It's inside to Erber. Erber puts it on the floor. They can't figure out where to go with it. He skip passes it up top to Ariano with 30 seconds to go. Lanning backs out, slows things down. Inside to Ariano, back to Drazkowski. He almost lost it. He keeps it in, throws it out to Oscar Ariano. Ariano at the free throw line. Kicks out Krieger. A 3 coming. No good. Ball bounces around, and it'll go off the knee of Krieger and out of bounds.
It's a nice hustle there by Krieger to come in and chase his own rebound. That's, I think, one of the big things coaches preach is to chase your dang shot, and Krieger did just that there on his three-point shot. He's getting in there into the lane chasing his shot, so that's nice.
27 seconds, or 27-point lead for the Oaks, and it's probably going to be a 27-point win in the sectional semifinal. A right wing 3 coming. I almost jinxed it, and that'll do it. The Oaks are going to win this one 54-27. They're moving on to the sectional final in Division 5. This Oaks team is on a miracle run. They are a fantastic team led by a couple seniors and a whole lot of juniors. And Jeff's going to be down on the floor with the interviews. We're going to step aside, run a couple ads. We'll come back with Jeff on the floor with interviews with Bobail, Brody Colleen, and Davis Sturks, and Coach Jason Colleen after these messages.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, We've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.burhagsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Burhags Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the WIAA and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Welcome
back here to Waterloo, the home of the Pirates, and joining me down on the floor here, getting a couple of interviews. Davis, I wanted to have a conversation with you about the intensity that you had out there in this first period. Just talk about that first half, about how things were going.
It's just, every game could be your last, so you just got to play it like it is. And at this point, it really does. You know that every game could be your last. You say you play every game like your last, but now it really is. It could be that, so.
Nobody was going to grab a hold of the ball from you. You were grabbing a hold of it, and everybody was going to be all over it. So just talk about how that was.
Yeah, they're going to be all over it. They were letting us play, but that's just part of the intensity is just, the adrenaline gets going, and that's why.
How's the body?
It's pretty good. It's good. A little beat up after that, but I'll get better in the day and be ready to play again.
Talk to me about how it feels to be advanced into the sectional final.
It feels amazing. I haven't been here before. Oakfield, we haven't been here in 30 years since he was playing coach somewhere, so it's really good. It's an opportunity.
I was going to talk to him about that during his interview, not for the one here, but in the pregame interview for Saturday, because we're going to be back and covering you guys at Portage. How does that feel?
That's great, and I thank you guys for coming out. That's just really special. Thank you guys. You guys made it to a lot of games, so thank you.
We love covering you guys, Davis, and it was fantastic to watch you out there. Congratulations. We'll see you Saturday. Hey, Brody, I think I saw somebody has got a shirt that says something about "Let It Fly."
Yeah.
Talk to me about where's that come from?
It's a quote from me, I guess.
It was a quote from you. I asked you about, tell me how the three-pointers, but talk to me about today. First of all, I thought you guys, you seemed very calm out there, and I thought you guys did a great job of patiently running your offense. They kicked to you, and you took the shots. Tell me where that confidence comes from and how the offense felt today.
It was great. The confidence comes from just the team, really. Everyone pretty much gives me the green light, except the coach sometimes. But we want to get the ball into these guys and want to work inside out and get open shots from the perimeter after that.
So again, tell me a little bit about where that confidence comes from, because again, you look very calm, you look very cool. They kick the ball to you. Almost everybody around us, and we're sitting up there, watch this three. So just talk about where that comes from.
It's just another game. I'm not nervous before it, not nervous to shoot or anything. So just go out there and let it fly.
Congratulations, great job. How does it feel to be playing again on Saturday?
It feels great.
How was it out there today? It looked like, again, that it started out to be a little bit of a physical contest, but then you guys had the answer.
We just wanted to go out there and lay it down off the tip-off. So,
well, congratulations again, and I can't wait we get a chance to see you again on Saturday.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, good job. Bo, hey, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great here. That's okay. Bo, this first half was probably one of the most aggressive that I've seen you play, and I've talked about it on my broadcast when I'm covering you. If this guy gets angry and he'll get out there and battle, nobody's going to stop him. You had to have, we're guessing, somewhere around 30 rebounds today. Talk about that mentality out there.
You just got to have a good mentality, We wanted to work a lot of inside this game because they don't really have a lot of size. So, and then once they double down or anything, you just dish it out to Brody and them, and they bang it.
First half, you did a good job of attacking the hoop and laying stuff in. What changed in the second half that you weren't able to get the attack?
I started noticing they were kind of like coming down on me more, but that helped. That opened up opportunities for Brody, Mitchell, and them to get open. So yeah.
Yeah, talk about how the offense runs, because it certainly looked like it was an awesome offense that you guys were running today, inside out, and the guys were nailing it, and patience.
Our offense today was a little off because they ran a triangle and 2 and just guarding Brody and Mitchell because they can shoot really well. So, you know, we just had to work inside and do our thing.
Congratulations.
Thank
Get
you.
to play on Saturday. How's that feel?
Feels amazing. One step closer.
Awesome. Great job out there.
Thank you.
It was fun to watch you. Coach, congratulations on the victory today.
Thank you.
What's the magic number? 20? Is that the one that you want to get your victories by?
Well, I don't know. I will take any point total, as long as we advance.
Yeah, and talk about, so you got to be happy with the way that your offense was clicking today. I mean, I'm sure that you always find something that they can work on better, but I thought they did a good job of being patient. I thought they did a good job of working inside out. I thought that they just did a nice job in general. No panic on the offensive side.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, it was good. I mean, this was a full game, solid game. I was more impressed with our defense.
That's where I was going next.
What, they go score 11 points in the second half?
Yeah,
16
exactly.
in the first half. I mean, I told those guys at halftime, with our lead we had, if we lock them up and we play our D, we win this game, and we're playing Saturday. So, and they did. They kept it up. So I'm very proud of them.
Talk a little bit about that, but that patience on the offensive side did a good job of eating up the clock. I mean, Cambria never hardly got the ball.
Yeah, it was, you know, if we didn't have something going, we did a good job of getting it back out, resetting it. I told the guys we're not in any kind of hurry, and we executed. We executed on offense. We executed on defense.
It's got to feel good to have a 6'7" guy in the center there taking care of we're estimating he had to have somewhere between 15 to 18 blocks and another 25 to 30 rebounds.
Yeah, something like that. We'll see what the stats say, but yeah, Bo is a rebounding machine. He's just got long arms. And he set the tempo to start the game. He had a couple buckets right away, and then he was just cleaning the glass. They weren't getting any offensive rebounds because of him, and it totally sparked us.
Talk about how does it feel to be advancing to Saturday?
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's, you know, it feels unreal. Like, it hasn't sunk in yet. You know, it really hasn't. But it's definitely a season-long goal, and these guys are doing it. And hopefully we can keep it going.
It's got to be a flashback to 30 years ago.
Yeah. I wish I was playing.
Well, Coach, it certainly looks like times out there that you are. But congratulations on the huge victory, and we are so excited about another opportunity to see you guys play on Saturday at Portage. It could be Abundant Life. At the last check, Southwestern actually had the lead by 3 points the last time that we had checked. You know Abundant Life. What do you know about Southwestern?
Not much. Our assistants have watched them. I haven't watched them. I heard they're 10 deep. They like to run and gun. Get up and they sub in and out, so they're going to try to push the pace, from what I understand. But I'll look at them tonight.
Just give me your typical response when I ask you on the pregame. It doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter where we're playing or who we're playing. As long as we're playing.
Congratulations. Way to advance, Coach.
All right, thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
Can't wait to have a conversation with you and get that pregame interview. Head coach Jason Colleen here with the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield here on the floor. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream.
Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special. Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The Oakfield Booster Club, a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of the Oakfield community, is a proud sponsor of the Mighty Oaks game. The Oakfield Booster Club helps pay the participation fees for numerous teams in summer leagues, provides funds to upgrade equipment, donates to local organizations and charities, and provides several scholarships to senior athletes annually. The Oakfield Booster Club wishes the Mighty Oaks good luck. Let's go, Oaks.
Sam's Well Drilling is a...
Where'd he go?
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams, and we're just going to give you just a simple recap. The Oaks win this one 54-27, holding Cambria-Friesland to under 20 in both halves, but only 11 points in the second half. A defensive masterclass, and you could say an offensive masterclass in the first half, but they limited their possessions in the second half. They just took time away.
I mean, yeah, that's what you see there. You know, they had a very nice offensive first half, and you say, well, they didn't score nearly as much in the second half, but they didn't need to. I mean, you had possessions like the one we mentioned in the stream, you know, a minute and a half they were holding the ball for about, you know, in that one possession alone. And when you can kill that much time with that big of a lead, you don't need to be out here scoring flashy threes and driving in. You don't need to do that because you have just enough to win this game with just draining the clock down.
4 o'clock at Portage High School. The Oaks will take on the winner of ALCS and Southwestern. Don't know exactly what the score out of that game was. I saw someone put in there that it was 70-68 with 12 seconds to go. So it's not over yet, obviously. But the Oaks said Portage 4 o'clock. Jeff will be there. It'll be 3:30 most likely. Will be the pregame show. And the Oaks continuing their trek to the road to the Kohl Center. They are 1 win away from making it to. I could say back the first time. This will be the first time they've made it there since, I think, 1995, if I'm correct. Sounds about right. 1995, I think that's correct. It was Coach Colleen's team, and I think it was in 1995. But that's about 30. Yes, it is 1990 because it would have been 30 years ago. So maybe a 30-year anniversary of Coach Colleen's getting the silver ball down at the Kohl Center. It would be kind of cool, don't you think, Mackay?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a full circle moment. You know, you go get to win down there with your team as you're a player, and then you get to come and coach the team and, you know, try to win a state championship. I think that's all you can really ask for. It's a pretty cool moment for them, I'm sure.
Want to thank Waterloo High School. They did a fantastic job setting everybody up here. We had a couple different crews here. And the Oaks have won this one. Cambria-Friesland, they had a great season this year, another great season out of the Trailways West, and they ran into a very good Oakfield team today, and hopefully this Oakfield team can continue their stretch and maybe make it way to state. They play most likely, I'm guessing it'll be ALCS. They were winning, so we'll say ALCS, and that's a rematch that the Oaks are going to want. They played a 5-point game in the Trailways crossover. 71-66 was the score the last time these two teams played. And we'll see if someone put it in the YouTube chat, whatever. Oakfield coming on air, Portage, 3:30. This is Justin Schwartzmiller with Mackay. Oh, we got Coach Dwayne Washnick, Jeff here. We got like a ton of people here. Is it Brianna, right?
Brianna on the camera down there.
Dialed into that
We
today.
got them all.
We got them all, and we'll be back on air. Jeff will be back on air on Saturday at 3:30 from Portage High School as the Oakfield Oaks try to win and go to state. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.